Today we're talking a little bit about wedges, and we're talking about spin. And specifically, I know everybody always asks, how do I spin those wedges? So one of the benefits I have is I go to these tour events and I see the best players in the world around the greens, and I learn so much. It's like going to Harvard for me. And all of them have different little idiosyncrasies that I found, and some of them hit specialty shots and certain shots certain way. But they're all capable of spinning it, even from short ranges. Well, how do they do that? Well, there's a couple of things they do in their setup that I don't think you might do. The first one is, what good players do is they present the club with a lot more of an open face at address. So this is my 60 degree. And a lot of times what I see them do is open that face even more, to the point that it might be like 66 degrees by the time they've opened it up. Then what they do is they open their stance to counteract that. So if this was square, what they do is they actually open this and open this the same amount, so it kind of counteracts each other. But by giving themselves more of an open face, they now have that ability to spin the golf ball easier than you do. Because spin loft is very, very important, along with angle of attack when you're trying to spin it. So even with something like a 60 like this, if I open the face excessively, you would normally think that I was going to hit this vertical. But watch how low with spin I can actually hit this. I've got it off my back foot, I'm leaning pressure into my front foot, I've got the handle back, which keeps the loft on it, and I'm not going to let this club go inside. That's the kiss of death. I want to feel like I'm going almost northwest to southeast, right? And what I'm going to do is open this face, keep the handle back, and I'm just going to go this way, and you'll see it come out quite a bit lower with a lot of spin. Now I can even go lower than that by opening the face. Most people think it's just going to go vertical. Opening the face, getting it a little bit more out on the toe, leaning a little bit more forward, having a little bit more angle, but keeping that face open. I'm going to drive this one super low. So that one was really low, had some spin and check that's going downhill a little bit. But you see how low that was? The key is everybody thinks that my 60 is a club that's going to go vertical. It can actually be an extremely versatile club, because when you see them hit those low shots with a tremendous amount of spin, you have angle of attack and you have a lot of loft, and you can create this almost shearing effect, this spin effect, where you're sliding this club, even on firm lies, underneath the golf ball. It's getting underneath the golf ball. So if again, I get a little closer, address it way out here on the toe, face way open. I don't want it going in. This is the worst scenario for pitching. Those of you who may have shanked one every now and then, that's because the handle's going out and the club's going in, and then if your knees drive, well, now all you're doing is presenting this part of the club. So for those of you that struggle with chipping and pitching, you got to get that face open, lean a little bit left, get your body open so that your buttons are pointing in front of the golf ball. And now from here, I want to feel like I've got the handle in and the club head out, and then I'm going to move through with my body. So again, I get close, address out on the toe, I'm going out, across it, and there's a nice little shot with very soft landing, little bit of spin, and you can see just bounces down towards the pin. Now, you can try this with all your wedges, but the key is get that face open at address, make sure that you've got a little bit more pressure on that front foot, chest open, and keep the loft. You must keep the loft. If you lose the loft, you're going to lose that ability to create spin. So for instance, if I set up and I get this too square and I lean it down, what's going to happen is when it hits the ground, it's going to take off running and I can't control it very well. So remember, loft is your friend when it comes to pitching and chipping. Try this. I think you'll become a better chipper.